guys, T Torres back here for another video. I want to give you guys a big thank you for all the support on the last video. Like I said, like I mentioned in the video prior, a lot of y'all knew I was getting this Type R, but we finally got it, and I still cannot believe that this is mine. Every time I walk out in the garage, I just like, oh God, I'm at a loss of words. I cannot believe I actually own one of these cars. Now, currently, the car is still got to get the car registered. Waiting on a few more documents. But as the car sits right now, I think the car only has, like 300 miles on it. Something like that. Let's take it. Like, oh man, that new car smell. Gotta love it. 295 miles. And we are already going to be removing the ECU to go and get the ECU unlocked. So we can get a tune on this car. And I'm going to get the ECU unlocked first. Drive the car another 200 or so miles and change the oil on it. If you currently or have ever owned a Type R, I'm doing the 500 mile oil change. Comment down below what you recommend, but that's just at least what I'm going to do. And then after that, I'm going to throw, stage 0 or stage 1 tune on. Alrighty, let's get into taking this ECU out. So first things first, you want to go ahead and identify where the ECU is. It is right here. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and remove the terminal off the battery. Okay. Move that to the side. Alright, the next thing that you want to do now that you have the terminal off the battery, there are 4 pinch points right here. There's 2 right here and 2 right here. Go ahead and take that cover off. Man, the frogs are loud tonight. Pinch, pinch. Okay, first piece off. Like I said, there's 2 pinch points here, 2 pinch points here, and that allows us to look at the actual ECU itself. That's just the actual top cover. Now we're going to get to taking the rest of the components out, and the ECU is actually shielded by another plastic piece that you have to unbolt itself to actually remove the ECU. Alright, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and take these clips out. Okay, just push that one up and out. Also, go ahead and pull this up out of there. Just like so. Make sure your clip is all the way as far forward as it can be. Same thing with the second one. Okay, there's a little valley right here where the rubber grommet sits. Not grommet, but the little square plastic piece. And then go ahead and set that to the side also. Alright, the next thing you want to do is there's a bolt for the bracket piece. I'm going to focus on it. That bolt right there needs to come off. And then there is another one right here. Let me see if I can get a nice close-up on it. You want to go ahead and remove that one also. So I'm going to get to doing that, and then I'll catch up with you all in just a second. I got the first one out, down on the bottom. It was a little bit sketchy, kind of a tighter space, but I was able to get it. I was so afraid I was going to drop the actual nut itself, but thankfully I didn't. I still cannot believe that I have 300 miles on this car and I'm already sending this bad boy off to get the ECU unlocked, but let's do it. Alrighty, second one is now out. Should be able to go ahead and lift up the entire ECU. Give me just a second. I'm gonna adjust some clips, pop them out, and I'll show you all in just a second. See if I can zoom in on this clip that we need to get out. There is a clip right, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any lighting on it. There's a clip right down in there, right down here where my finger's at. It's a little gray clip that you have to get. Let me see if I can shine my flashlight down there. Yeah, you see that little gray clip right there? where my flashlight's at, go ahead and take your pair of pliers, pinch that off, and back that out of the bracket holder for the ECU. All right, so there's actually 2 clips you got to remove. Let me set this ECU down, and I'll show you. All right, so as you can see right here, let me get my flashlight. There's one right there at the very bottom. See if I can get this light. So you got that one right there, and then just like that, we have the actual ECU out. Now we just need to go ahead and remove it out of its actual shell. The hardest part was definitely getting to that second gray clip and not breaking it. Thankfully I didn't. You know, car still only has 300 miles on it. I am a little bit nervous, but we out here doing the thing, man. All right, next order of business. In order to take this case out, you got 4 screws here. You have one here, one here, one here, and one here. Go ahead and remove that. And there's 2 clips on the side. I'll show you once we get these nuts removed. All right, now all 4 of these are loose. Go ahead and take them out. All right, so I got one side loose. Just took the small flathead screwdriver, pry that up. Then do this other side. Boom. Okay, and then you have two additional ones here on the back that you also have to get. There's one here and one here. So let's go ahead and get those. All right, so you do not need to pop off these 2 in the back. Just gently take the ECU off of these 2 holes that are right here for where it gets mounted to that little bracket. Open it up, kind of like a little clamshell, kind of moving it back and forth off of the bracket. And there you have it. There is the 2020 Type R ECU. It is a Bosch ECU. I'm going to be overnighting it. So tomorrow morning, we're going to take this to my local UPS and see how much it's going to cost me to ship this thing, overnight it to the tuner, get it unlocked. I should have it back within the next day. So one day there, unlock it, and then one day back. So worst case scenario, I have it back Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So this thing should be back on the road with 2 days tops. I should be without the car. So one thing that I want to do, I'm going to go set this to the side. I'll be right back. I want to go over one thing with you all. The entire process to remove the ECU is not very hard at all. It may seem more challenging than what it is, but trust me, it's not very hard at all. Just make sure, disconnect the battery like I did. Take out your 2 clips, remove that off the sensor, and then you have these two gray clips down here were not fun at all to do. That was the hardest part, you know, being A, trying to film, 2, have a flashlight, and 3, get a pair of needle nose pliers down in there. And then over here, once again, remember I said you have 4 bolts, super simple. Now these guys right here were not fun at all. I don't know why they were such a pain, but they were not fun to get off. And of course, you know, I don't want to damage any of the plastic, any of the housing or the casing of this. But yeah, so that is the 2020 Type R ECU removal. And like I said, I will get you guys a cost. I'm gonna go drop it off at UPS in the morning, and we'll figure out exactly how much it's gonna cost me to overnight this bad boy. All right, guys, we're off to the UPS store. Got my shipping label printed out, and we're gonna put it in a 9x9x5 box. Let's go and get a cold start on the truck. Thing's loud. Man, I love the way that sounds. Beat it. All right, here we are at the UPS store. All right, Daddy's gonna leave you for a couple days. I want you to be, you know, mind your P's and Q's, mind your manners. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. And I want you to go learn everything you can learn, and I'll see you back in a couple days. Okay. All right, I have just now got back from the UPS store. Overnighting, you know, a small package like that, it was $15.60, so not that much. So the Type R is going to be down for at least 2 days. Just gotta get the business done with the ECU, get unlocked, get it back in the car, and then the car should be back on the road. Like I said, we only gotta put about 200 more miles on it, and then I'll do the first oil change. And then also the windows should be getting tinted as soon as I can get that ECU back, and I cannot wait to get the windows tinted because it is just, it's like a fishbowl. You can see literally everything in here. So with that being said, I do want to thank you guys so much for stopping in for the video. Make sure you leave this video a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. All right, if you made it this far in the video, I do appreciate you watching. So it is now Thursday, and the ECU is now back within 2 days, but for some reason, there's something extra shipped in the box. What in the world? Huh, who would have known that? Let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, that is a familiar box. I think I might have had one of these on the old SI. So, like I said, if you stayed this far in the video, we have the ECU back, but I shipped one thing back and got two things. Anyways, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.